What's going on, second grade? Mr. Hunter here with your math lesson for today. We are jumping right in, and I'm leaning in as I say jumping right in. We're going to be talking about pages 241, 242. What we're discussing today, four-digit problems, four-digit subtraction problems, two-digit horizontal. Horizontal is up and down. Remember that? Up and down. So we're going to be doing that, and then we're going to be doing missing numbers by 100. I put some fractions up here on the board, and I want you guys to know a fraction are parts of a whole that tell you what something is, okay? So remember yesterday, we did some fraction work, all right? So what we did here, I'm fixing my computer so you guys can see me a little bit better. All right, that should be better there. Make sure I fix up the brightness. Yeah, all right, so you guys are here. You look at this, 1/2, then you go to 1. Then you go 1.5, then you go to 2. 2.5, then 3. So when you're counting by halves, just half of the number, okay? Half of 1 is 1/2. Then you go to 1.5. Half of 2 is 1. You see all that? It's pretty much just breaking it down piece by piece by piece. You guys did a really good job with that again, but I wanted to present to you the visual. So when I say count by halves, 1.5, 2.5, 1/2. We have 3 numbers that have half in them. And I'm so surprised that you guys haven't ever said, oh, I'm 4.5 or I'm 5.5. When I was little, I used to say it all the time. Somebody asked me how old I was. I was like, I'm 6.5 years old. That meant I was almost 7 because I was always looking to how old I was going to be and how old I was. You guys probably a little bit more confident right now where you are. So good job, good job. Ready to dive in? Page 241. Let's get our pencils and let's get our minds ready for math and let's go. All right. It says, number 1, write the sums. So right off the bat, what do we know we're doing? Right off the bat, we know we are adding. So that's a big number that we have there on the board. That's a big number. 5,000. Oh, my number just, sorry, my number got a little squiggly there. And then we have this. So 5,826. So I write a 5, 826. Remember to put your comma there to show that the place is separate. All right, so what are we doing? It says looking for the sum, so we are doing addition. We're doing plus. All right, so 5,000 plus 2,000, 199. 5,299. 5,299. All right, woof. 5,826 plus 2,199. That's what I was trying to say. Now, we have to break all this down. Is it going to take a while? Yeah, but if we take our time and we follow each step correctly, we're going to do the problem right. So that's all that matters at the end. All right, so we have 6 plus 9. So 6 plus 9, do we need a number line or can we add it up? We can add it up. So if you have 9, you're just going to add 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 6 fingers I use. So 6 plus 9. We started at 9 and we added 6. It gives us 15. Do we write the 15 down? No, we write a 5. We write a 5, and then we have to carry the 1 over here. So we have 1 plus 2, and that's going to be 3. So we have 3, but now we have to add 3 to 9. So we'll start at 9 again, and we'll add 3. 10, 11, 12. Oh, so we need to put a 2 down there for the 12. But then, guys, we have to carry another 1. So let's carry this 1 over here to the 8, above the 8. So we have 1 plus 8. That's going to give us 9. Okay, and then 9 plus 1 at the bottom. Guys, that's 10. So what do we write? We write a 0. But then what do we have to do? We have to carry the 1 over again. Guys, do you see how many times we've carried? This is the most time we've ever carried. That's 3 times. So we have 1 plus 5 is going to be 6. And then 6 plus 2 is going to give us 8. Really good. So now we are done. We've got our problem. 80, 25. No, that's wrong. Oh, you know what I forgot to bring down? Forgot to bring that comma. So I got to bring that down, because that's going to let us know that these numbers are separate. So that's 8,025. Do I have to say 0? No, there's no hundreds. There's no hundreds in this place. So it's just 8,025. 8,025. That's how you say this number. That is your answer for that first problem. Okay, I'm not going to do the other one with you, but I just tell you this. Just like we tried yesterday, Ada. All right, you have 76 plus 23. All you can do, you see how they're lateral? You can take the number and just move it this way if you want, if that's easier. 76 plus 23. And then you're going to add 6 plus 3 and 2 plus 7. It's really easy when you break it down that way. I'm not going to give you the answer because I know you guys know. Oh, for the next problem, it says write the differences. Whew. Now what are we doing? Well, I'm going to get my trusty eraser out, and we're going to try to do this number here. All right? So what we have here is we have 5,000, another big one, 5,000. We have 167 minus, because we're taking away the differences, minus 3,129. All right, so now we have to do this. So where do we start, guys? We have to start always at the ones place. So can we take 9 from 7? No, we cannot. So what do we have to do? We have to take 1 from there, so that's going to be 5, and then we add a 1 in front of the 7, and that gives us 17. So 17 minus 9. So start at 17 and go down 9. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Is that right? No, I counted 10. So we said 9. So what do I need to do? Start over. I did that on purpose so you guys would make sure that you're counting correctly and not skipping. So we got to do 17 minus 9. We started 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 8. So we're going to put an 8 here. All right, so we got that first number right. Now we can do 5 minus 2. We can do that. 5 minus 2 is going to be 3. All right, it's going to be 3. And then we have 1 minus 1. What is that? 1, take away 1, it's 0. That's pretty easy. And we don't forget our comma for the thousands place. And then 5 minus 3 is going to give us 2. All right, so that is how you break down a problem with borrowing. We did carrying earlier in our last problem. Now we did borrowing. Now, let's go to number 3. It says multiply by 0. You have to write the products on the lines. I'm going to give you guys a hint. If you multiply anything times 0, what is the answer? 0, 0. Can you guys do that? Can you guys do that? So it's always 0. So multiplying by 0 always gives the answer 0. And then let's look at number 4. Okay? It says finish the number web. All right, this is interesting. So in the first little blank, it says multiply times 2. So the number in the middle that we're doing all this with is the number 10. So we have to multiply 2 times 10. 2 times 10. All right, so when you say 2 times 10, you know what you're saying? You're just saying 10 2 times. So if you have 10 2 times, count by 10s twice. 10, 20. That was quick. Is that the answer? Guys, I think that's the answer. So what do? We put 20 in that blank. The other answers you have to do on your own. So it's going to ask you what the Roman numeral is for 10. You have to figure that out. Then you have to add 8 to 10. And what is that answer? Then on the bottom, it says you're going to subtract 7 from 10. So 10 minus 7. And then it says at the last one, you're going to divide by 10. So you're going to do 10 divided by 10. How can we do that? Can we do that? You can. 10 divided by 10. All right. See how many 10s are in 10. How many 10s are in 10? If I count the 10, how many 10s did I count? I counted 10. I only counted 10 one time. So how many 10? Wait, Mr. Hunter, are you saying 10 divided by 10 is 1? There's only one 10 in 10? Yes. There's 2 10s in 20, but there's only one 10 in 10. So if you divide 10 by 10, it's going to be 1. I gave you the multiplication answer. I gave you the division answer. Now we're going to move on to number 5 with the counting by 100s. All right. All right, so number 5, it says count by 100s. We have the numbers 125. All right. Then we have the number 225. All right. That looks like a Z. I'm just scribbling. Oh, man. What is Mr. Hunter doing? You guys pray for Mr. Hunter. Okay. All right. There we go. 125, 225. So does anybody see a pattern? What's going on here? We want 125 and we want 225. The only number that changed was the hundreds place. So if we did 1, 2, what are we going to do? 3. Did we change any other numbers? No. So we put 25. Okay, so that's 325. Then what do we do after 3? Guys, you see why my eyes got big like that? Because it's easier than it looks. Just counting by the hundreds place. That's all you're changing. You're only changing the hundreds place. We have the ones place on the right, tens place in the middle, hundreds place on the left. The only number that's changing is the hundreds place. You should be able to get this. All right. So if you want to try that out, go ahead, but pause the video if you're still working because we're about to move on. Everybody give yourselves a nice round of applause. Shout out to Mackenzie for teaching us how to do this in class the other day. Michael, Ada, Solomon, Naomi, Ruby. Are you doing it too? Ruby, everybody. Say hello, Ruby. Hello. All right, guys, let's turn the page now. We're on the page 242 on the back. All right, guys. So this is a pretty simple answer as well. It looks different. You see the triangle, you see the square, you see the obtuse triangle there, you see the octagon. All we're doing is adding up the numbers. So it says write the perimeter. So what are you doing? You have to add the 5, and the 7 all together. You have to add for B, you see there, it says 3, but it only gives you the 3. But if the square, all the sides are the same, what do you think the other sides are? The other sides are 3. So what are you going to do? You're going to add 3 4 times. Then at the bottom, number C, you just add all the numbers. All you guys are doing is adding, and then you're going to put the answer for the correct feet and centimeters and inches in the empty blanks. So everybody understand what you're doing? Adding the perimeter. You guys are coming up with what the sizes are. All right, for number 2, write the sums and differences. Wow, subtraction and addition. Do you guys think I need to help you with that? No, 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 no. All right, guys. So here is something that I am going to help you with, though. All right. This is what we call division, but this is a different sign for division. Okay. So you see this. We've done division already. We've done division. Usually you've seen this sign, right? 10 divided by 20. All right. You've seen that sign. You've also seen this sign right here. 10 can be over top of 20. So that would be same thing. But I don't think you guys have seen this. 10, and then you have, it's an upside down L, and you have 70. You know what this is? This is division as well. But it's just asking you the same thing. It says 10 divided by 70. So you always see the outside number first, then the inside. So if you see, if I put 2 over here, you put 2 divided by 70. If I put 5 over here, you put 5 divided by 70. So for this one, it says 10 divided by 70. It's saying how many 10s are in 70. So what do we have to do? We have to count by 7. We have to count by 10 until we get to 70 and see how many times we have to do it. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. All right, we counted to 70. How many 10s is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you know what our answer is going to be? You always write the answer at the top, and you can circle it so we know. So 10 divided by 70 is going to be 7. There are 7 10s in 70. You're going to do the same thing for the next one there with 10 and 10. I think you should know that one. All right, and then at the bottom, it says number 3, the jungle of New Guinea is home to the world's largest pigeon, the southern crowned pigeon. That looks like I should put a picture of it or a video in your math. So I'm going to do that. I'll put a picture or a video of the southern crowned chicken. I keep wanting to say the southern fried chicken, so I think it's dinner time for Mr. Hunter. I'm sorry. I was trying not to say southern fried chicken, but we're not going to say that. All right, sorry. Please forgive me. Sorry. Ask Jesus for forgiveness. Mr. Hunter is sorry. All right, so the southern crowned pigeon. It can weigh as much as 5 pounds. Mark the best measure for each object. So really what you're going to do is you're going to look at each picture, each object, and you're going to write, is it more than 2 grams? Is it less than 2 grams? Is it more than 5 kilograms? Is it less than 5 kilograms? You have to know what those weights are, but I think you can do a good job of that. I hope you had a great time. Math is always challenging. We're always learning something new. But today's lesson, I think you guys did really well with. We'll see about it mañana on our test. All right, you guys did great. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you.